Welcome to class. I'm Bree Morena de Santos, but I've met everyone. So if you haven't met me, hello. Welcome to Foundations. This is going to be a nice class. We're going to continue focusing on core engagement and stretching. And we're going to start to get into like the hips today, the shoulders, so just getting into those bigger spaces. I'm not used to you way back there. All right, my dears, take a moment. Let's bring ourselves to the present and just observe your body. Thanks, Mary. And just feel yourself in time and space. If you like, you can close down your gazes, or you can just allow everything around you to become blurry. And just sense your body. Take a moment, scan your body. Notice where maybe you brought some tension to class with you. Welcome to adulthood, right? Maybe noticing some areas that could use a little deeper stretch today. And just relax. See if we can relax through the knees, the hips, the shoulders. See if we can invite some relaxation through the jaw, the muscles of the face. And as you bring yourself to this present moment, let's feel that wave of peace around us, through us. You don't have to know exactly what it is, just sort of feel yourself connecting, feel the relationship you have with peace. Peace of mind, peace in the body, peace in your spirit, peace in your heart, peace in your relationships, peace within the space. And if this is the only time today that you get to acknowledge and feel and sense it, then that is enough. And now let's begin to invite the breath with greater intention. Feel those inhalations. Feel those exhalations. We're going to do a little practice. I'm going to have you bring your palms over your knees. You're going to draw your fingertips together. And as you inhale, compress, feel that pressure. And as you exhale, release that tension, that pressure, that compression. Maybe let the hands blossom open like a flower blooming. And then as you inhale, draw the tips of the fingers together. And as you exhale, open and bloom. Now at your own pace here. And let's add in mantra. So as you inhale, inhale, I am. And as you exhale, you can say blooming or anything else that makes more sense for you. Stay with it. Inhale, I am, as the fingertips come together. And exhale, blooming, as the palms, the fingers, the energy of your body blooms. Now bring some gentle awareness as you inhale. Feel your body rising. Feel this separation between the grounding of your body and the rising of your body. And then as you exhale, see if you can feel your body relaxing. And you're going to feel this subtle movement, like you're almost like floating on top of your mat. And then as you exhale, you're relaxing into the mat. And your body is getting a little gentle flow happening within it. The muscles are contracting and releasing. You're going to feel your core engaging and letting go. You're going to feel a little pelvic engagement as well. And And if you want to add a little more visualization, you can even imagine the petals of your flowers sort of blooming off into the world. Maybe that's you sharing your wisdom or just your prana, your life force. And just taking a few more moments here in silence. Those inhalations become even deeper. And you exhale, releasing. Taking one more round of the breath. You're going to slowly begin to bring your hands to your heart. I'm Heather. And as you bring your hands to your heart, take a moment here and just give your heart a hug. Yes. Just feel that embrace, feel that warmth, feel that hug that you're offering yourself. Believe in that hug. Imagine you're hugging someone you love, a furry friend, and just hold that energy into your body today. When you're ready, you're going to slowly begin to release. Inhale the hands up overhead. Stretch the body in both directions. Happy Saturn, yay. And exhale the hands down. We're going to take several rounds just like this. Flip the palms up, inhale. So just like we were blooming, now we are really blooming. Exhale, release. Let the hands float like a feather down. We're going to create some gentleness here. So as you inhale the palms. When the fingertips reach the eye gazes, follow even if they're closed, and stretch your body in both directions. And then exhale like the arms are just feathers floating down by your side, tucking your chin into your body. And we're just going to keep this going at our own pacing. This is also helping you start to get into your pranayama practice, your deep diaphragmatic breathing. You can only move as fast as you can inhale and exhale. Yes? Yes. Maybe this is the deepest stretch you've had this week or so far today. Enjoy it. Invite it into your body. Yes. Taking another round, stretching your fingertips to the top. Wherever you are, you will eventually bring your hands to your heart space. Anjali Mudra, prayer center, representing Namaste. Taking a moment here, tucking the chin towards your body. Press your palms together, and I want you to invite that engagement in your core. Just feel that engagement. Maybe it's just in the mind, then it starts to show up in the body. As you press the palms together, imagine the tighter you're pressing the palms toward each other, the more engagement your body's getting in the core. And then we're going to press those palms together as they float towards the sky. Take your eyes with you. Take a little heart opener. And then exhale, release your hands by your side, tucking your chin into your body. Yes. We're going to bring the bottoms of the feet together. And just like the palms were pressing, the feet are now going to press. So sometimes when we're practicing yoga, we're just in this pose, right? Sometimes it becomes a hip opener for us, which is great. That's what we want. That's a natural progression. But for right now, I want you to press the bottoms of the feet together. And I just want all of your awareness to go to that. Just like the palms together, now the bottoms of the feet are together. You can keep your hands wherever you feel comfortable having them. Relax your jaw and your shoulders and just feel the bottoms of your feet connecting together. Yes. Now, totally optional here. As you feel the feet connecting, feel your core engaging, and then maybe release your hands and bring them back to heart space. This might feel challenging because your hips are going to feel less supported. Your knees are going to wonder what's happening. Yes. See if you can just focus on the bottoms of the feet and now the palms of your hands. Let any tension that is anywhere else become way, way in the back of the mind. If other body parts are talking to you, just say, I'm having a conversation with my hands and feet right now. Yes. Now we're gonna add a little movement, press the palms together, lift them towards the sky, eye gazes follow. And now fold forward. There's no goals here. Just let the fingers reach the mat. Go ahead and relax the shoulders, the jaw, maybe shake your head from side to side. Bring your awareness to your toes. Slowly rise, take your time. We're gonna walk our hands behind us. And we're gonna imagine that we're sitting on a beach and we're sunbathing, the ocean waves are going by. And just allow yourself to be present in the moment. And then slowly tuck your chin into chest, press into the back of you or your palms into your mat, and feel the shoulder blades come together. We're inviting a stretch. And then slowly come out of this. Take your time, knees will come together. Thread your hands under, give yourself a hug. And as you give yourself a hug, really feel the stretch from shoulder blade to shoulder blade. You're inviting that stretch into your body, whatever that looks like for you. We're gonna keep that right hand under our legs, and we're gonna twist that left hand up overhead, eyes follow. And then the hand that's overhead is gonna slowly come down behind us, looking right over that shoulder, like you're reaching for something, but you're still grabbing onto your legs. Yes. And then hands back through the sky, coming back down. Give yourself a hug. Yes. And then grabbing to the other side, that hand's gonna float up. Stretch in both directions, squeezing your legs, and then the hands float behind you, getting a little external rotation through your shoulders. Eye gazes follow. And then, of course, the hand floats back through the sky, comes back down. Yes. Give yourself a hug. We're going to turn this into some seated cat-cows. Feet are going to become hip distance apart. Grab beneath your legs. And then inhale, we're going to draw the body together, nose high. Imagine you're smelling roses. Exhale, tuck your chin, lengthen your arms, round your spine. Feel that flexion in your pelvis. And then inhale up. And now at your own pace, feel your shoulder blades coming together. Feel your toes, feel whatever parts of your body are starting to speak to you. Invite whatever stretch needs to be invited. Maybe it's through the chest, through the back, whatever it needs to be. Maybe it's just the arms and shoulders. Yes, I hear your breath and I love it. Inhaling and exhaling with intention. Yes. One more round. We're going to come back through neutral. Take your time arriving. And when you arrive, we're going to come into that nice supported boat pose, Navasana. So just lift one leg. Now hold this one leg, and I want you to feel your core here. So you're not kind of just lifting your leg like, whoa, that's a leg, you know? You're going to really feel your core here. And then shift your weight and lift the other leg. Let your core do the work. Even if you're tapped down, you should still be feeling the core doing the work. Heather's checking in, right? Did you feel it? Yeah. Option to release those hands. Yes, Denisha, you got this. Option to lengthen, taking it to new heights if it's in your practice today. Yes, I love the smile. Like, do I have this? Got this. And then release. Woo! Give yourself another hug. We're gonna come over onto all four, coming into a tabletop. And from tabletop, my dears, we're gonna lengthen those hands out in front of us. We're gonna find that stretchy kitty cat. Melt your heart to the mat. Bella's like, did you say kitty cat? I know. Stretch your body, invite that stretch, feel it through your armpits. Yes. And then we're gonna slowly bring our hands right under the shoulders. We're gonna come into some traditional cat-cows now. Your feet can be flat or tucked, yogi's choice. Spread your fingers, press your palms into the mat, and just take a moment here. We can have like a charcuterie board on your back here. And then when you're ready, take a deep inhale, tuck your chin around your spine. Exhale, release like you're blowing out a birthday candle. Yes, and we are doing reverse breathing here. So inhale, draw in. You're gonna feel your core engage on that inhale. And then exhale, release. So you're probably used to doing cat-cows in the opposite direction, and this is okay, right? One thing about yoga is it's okay to change it up a little. Yes. So as you inhale, feel that core engagement. That is the purpose of this practice. And as you exhale, let it go. We will reverse our breathing, which will become more intuitive to your body here in a second. Take 2 more rounds before coming back to a neutral spine. And when you arrive back to tabletop, you will inhale your nose up like you're smelling those roses. And then exhale, tuck your chin and round your spine. And just move through a few rounds here. Maybe you notice some differences in your body, maybe not. It is perfectly fine to get lost in your practice. It is also equally wonderful to stay connected to your sensations. Over time, you will eventually start to make your way into just becoming embodied, lost in the practice. And before you know it, you enter back into the world. One more round of breath here. And then we're gonna come back to the center. We're gonna draw that right foot in between the thumbs. And this is a great place to have your blocks. And I gave you actually some blocks. Blocks are optional, Alex. You probably don't want, no? Okay, you're welcome. And you're gonna keep that bottom knee down, that foot flat in the back of you. And I want you to just take a moment, maybe close down the gazes, and just sense your body in the pose, sense your breath in the pose. If you're using your blocks, they should be making it a little bit more accessible for you to get deeper into the practice of your hips and your breath. And just breathe. Taking another round of breath here, right when things start to get a little uncomfortable, right? We're gonna slowly come out of it. That back foot's gonna tuck, we're gonna lift that back knee, we're gonna walk that back foot forward, and we're gonna take a moment here, we're just gonna pedal it out, shake your head from side to side. That's right. And then you're going to step the right foot back or that opposite foot back and drop that knee, flatten that foot, and we're just gonna take a moment here on this side. Maybe this side feels totally different. It should, it's a different side. Sometimes in yoga, we're like looking for just things to be identical. We get it in our own heads even. We're like, oh, this side should be exactly the same. It's not, it's a whole different side. I'll give us some air. Find your breath here. Notice where the tension is accumulating. Usually the jaw, shoulders, hips. Those are the go-to. Sometimes it's just your thoughts, right? One more round. And then we're gonna tuck that back toe, lift that knee, step it forward, pedal it out, release all of that tension you just stirred up. Keep your knees nice and bent, and then grab opposite elbows. You can either draw your body down, getting into the lumbar spine. This is great if you have a lot of low back tension. You can rock from side to side, just don't get too dizzy. Yeah. And we're gonna come back to center. Feel the bottoms of your feet pressing into the mat. Before we do anything else, lift your toes. See if you can drop them one by one. It's okay if they all drop together. Sometimes you have to teach them that they're individuals. It happens. Feel the bottoms of your feet pressing into your mat. Your knees are bent here. Draw in your core. Feel your core engage. We're going to hold on to that engagement, that energy. Slowly start to rise. Your head will float on top of your shoulders, nice and last. Good. Inhale the hands up. We're going to exhale cactus arms, coming into a little heart opener, baby back bend. Yes, inhale up. We're going to do it again. We're not in a hurry. Nice and slow. Yes. And inhale, rise. Last time. Nice and slow. Woo. Inhale up. Let's draw those hands to our heart. Let's tuck our chin into our chest. Release your glutes. Relax your shoulders. Release any tension in your jaw. We're going to slowly open the eyes if they're closed. We're going to take the eyes off the tip of the nose to the tips of the fingers. You might see your neighbor, but they're sort of blurry in your peripheral. You're going to bend those knees, and you're just going to sink. Like you're sinking and sinking and sinking until you cannot sink anymore. Keep your core nice and engaged. Now go ahead and draw your hands closer to your heart and keep your eyes following the fingers. Imagine there's a grape on the nape of your neck, and it's just flowing down your spine off of your tailbone. Yes. Slowly rise, press to the bottoms of your feet, press into the palms of your hands, engage your core. See how your muscles are all activated. Hands are gonna rise, 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 eyes follow. Stretch in both directions and then draw your shoulders back into your body as a subtle movement. A little heart opener, baby back bend. And we're gonna hold this energy, yogis. We're gonna slowly hinge at the hips. Your eyes are just going where your fingertips flow. Hinging at the hips, hinging at the hips, hinging. Now, at some point, you might wish to bend your knees. That is great. Coming into that forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Let those fingers come all the way down your shins, back to the mat. Bend your knees. We're going to step into our first plank today. Notice how we're just moving with ease. We're not in a hurry. Drop your knees, flatten your feet, lift your nose, lift your heart. Draw your shoulder blades together. Yes, towel to your heels, pressing yourself back, coming into a child's pose. Take a round of breath. Slowly roll up, slowly rise. We're seated on our heels here. Your head floats on top of your shoulders last. Inhale your hands into the sky. Eye gazes fall. Exhale, cactus arms. Lift your heart. Draw the shoulder blades together. Inhale up. Exhale the hands to the heart. We're going to add in that mantra, I am blooming. Or maybe you used something else or you wish to now. I am healthy, peaceful, grateful. I am loved. Whatever it needs to be for you, it can be very personal, very specific. Find your mantra. As you're seated in this pose, feel your core engaged. Feel this lifting through your side bodies, through your pelvis. Feel your quadriceps engaged. Press the palms together and lift the hands towards the sky. Eye gaze is option to follow. Exhale, fold forward. Nice and slow. Even though we're so close to the ground, it feels like we're so far away. Find that stretch. Reaching those fingers towards the front of your mat. And shift your weight forward as you come through your knees, shifting your heart forward into cobra or a little sit on a rock. Lift your nose, press the mat away from you. Exhale your tails back to your heels. This time we're going to slowly roll up again. Take your time. And we're going to bring our hands by our side. We're going to lift into a little yogi ball. We're going to come through forward fold. Pedal it out. And then we're going to bend those knees, but we're going to engage our core. We're going to walk our hands over to the right. You can have a block under your hands here, or you can just let them dangle. That's fine. And then exhale, bring them center. Inhale, lift halfway, neutralize your spine. Exhale, fold, nice and slow. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, walk your hands over to the left. Keep engagement in your core here, which isn't always, right? Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we let the belly flow. But in this particular class, we're going to keep that core engagement. We're just really looking to protect the back while stretching it today. Come back to center and then exhale. Slowly rise as you press into the bottoms of your feet. That's another challenge in yoga. Each teacher teaches different cues based on what the purpose is. Inhale the hands up. And as students, we think that that is the only way, right? We're like, oh, I'm supposed to do this every time I'm in this pose. Maybe. We're going to step that right foot forward. And then again, we're going to hinge at those hips. This is a great place to have some blocks near you if you need them. Slowly start to hinge. Option to stay halfway. Option to take the full inversion where your head is below your heart space. This is a deep stretch in the back of the legs, so bend a knee whenever you need to. The hands can come down, they can stay at the heart space if you want the balanced challenge. Yes. And if you feel really tight, if you're a runner or a biker, or you just have really tight muscles, you can do what I call bendy stretchies, right? So you can just bend and stretch, bend and stretch. We're not trying to tap out of yoga in a year, right? Like this should be forever. So make sure your muscles connect with your practice in a way that works for them, not for your mind. And then we're going to slowly walk those hands over to the left. Keep walking them until you're now at the back of your mat and you're still in pyramid pose. That's right. Keep walking. There we go. We have some teachers at the front there, so you're all good. Find your breath here. Yeah. Take a moment. If you need to do a couple of bendy stretchies, honor your body. I like to just bend that front knee a little bit, bend and stretch, bend and stretch. In case you're like, what is a bendy stretchy? That's what it is. One more round of breath. And then look for an exhale. We're going to come through center. We're going to hang out in the center for just a moment. And we're just going to do some bendy stretchy. So just shift your weight from side to side, bending your right knee, bending your left knee. Yes. Now invite that core engagement. We probably forgot all about it, and that's okay. We're going to come back to center. Both legs are going to lengthen. We're going to heel toe all the way in. Bend the knees here, slowly rise, slowly float to a standing posture. Let your head float on top of your shoulders last. Inhale the hands up. Exhale into your heart. Feel the palms press, feel your core engage. So anytime I press my palms together, it's sort of like a somatic invitation to my core. Like, oh, when my hands are together, my core engages. And then inhale, press the hands back up. Eyes can follow. Exhale, heart opener. Press through the bottoms of your feet as you rise. Exhale, swan dive as the hands float out by your side. Slowly come down, hinging at the hips. This is an intense stretch to the back of the leg, so feel free to bend a knee whenever you need to. When you arrive, if you want to do some bendy stretchies, Do some bendy stretches. We're eventually going to bend those knees and come all the way into a yogi ball. And we're going to swivel back to the front of our mat. Yes. We're going to hang out in this little ball. Feel free to use your blocks here. Feel free to wrap your hands around your legs, taking a bind. And if you want to keep this party going, you can expand your knees apart. Maybe your hands stay low, maybe they come to the heart. Any variations of choice here, right? Find your breath. Yeah. One more round. Yes. Look for a gentle exhale and slowly find your way out of your balancing pose. I really love Yogi Ball because it starts to connect you back to your core, but it also helps you with future poses. We're going to come down on both knees. We're going to separate those knees as wide as the mat, bring the toes together, coming out into that wide-legged child's pose, Balasana. Go ahead and melt your heart down, bring a block under your forehead if you like. And just allow yourself to feel your breath here. This is a great place to reconnect and see how your body feels. Yes, go into your little turtle shell. Check in with yourself. Taking another round of breath here. Slowly rise. Come back to tabletop. Take your time. We're going to lengthen that right foot behind us and tuck those toes into the mat. Press the earth away from you so you shift your weight back, imagining that you're dropping your heel behind you so that you can get deeper into that stretch. Yes. We're going to keep those hands grounded for this pose. We're going to shift our weight forward through our toes. Option to stay here and just press the mat away from you. No spaghetti arms. Feel your core engaged, and if you like, you can raise that foot in line with your spine. Toes are pointed towards the earth. Keep pressing the mat away from you, noticing how your arms want to give up a little bit. Find your breath. We're going to bring our heel to tail. If your foot is grounded, you can just stay grounded, or if you like, you can give this a shot. Heel to tail. We're going to do a little fire hydrant here. So we're just going to open up to the side. Yes. One more round of breath if we have it. And then exhale, release the body down. We're going to take a moment here, yogis, and we're just going to release any tension in that hip. Maybe take some big circles. You can also place a blanket under that knee if it's starting to get tired. Your arms do not have to be super lengthened here. You got little spaghetti arms here. We're just working the hip. Yeah. Go ahead and drop that knee. Lengthen the opposite leg. Tuck those toes. Press the mat away from you and just invite that stretch. Now, if that stretch is too intense, you can always just move your body through the stretch. Right? So you can shift your weight. You can do this in any pose, right? You're holding a warrior. You can move the body, settle into the pose. The only challenge is when you're moving, you might not be as focused on your breath unless you start to mirror the movement with your breath. So usually we move into the pose, we hold the pose, we invite the breath. We're going to shift through those toes, shifting our weight forward, coming into the hands. Press the mat away from you, no spaghetti arm. You can hold this pose, engaging your core, eye gazes down. Remember, neutralize spine. If you like, you can lift the heel of your foot in line with your tailbone. Find your breath here. Notice if your arms are trying to go a little spaghetti on you. And then heel to tail if you like. Maybe just take a moment here. An option to go into that fire hydrant. Totally up to your hips today, right? They may or may not be into it. That's okay. Find your breath. One more round if we have it. Go ahead and release that hip. Woo! Go ahead and take a moment. You can relax through the arms a bit, and we're just going to make those big circles, releasing any tension in the hip, any intuitive movements that you need to invite. Yeah. We're going to drop that knee, and we're just going to do what I call some hip dips. So just dipping your hips from side to side. If this doesn't work for you, you can go into cat-cow. Or you can just move your body like water, right? Making figure eights or moving your body in big circles. Just check in with yourself. We're gonna come back to center. We're gonna drop our forearms onto the mat. And we're gonna lengthen our legs behind us, let our belly drop all the way down. Take a moment here. We might be inclined to take our eye gazes forward or even up, but I want you to imagine that grape on the nape of your neck. And if you squish the grape, then there's no more grape. Then it's just wine, which sounds great. But we're not ready for that yet. So eye gazes down off the tip of your nose through the mids of your thumbs. And I know most of us are visual learners, but after a while, you start to learn the poses, and then you can just follow the voice. One more round of breath here. That's right. And then we're going to slowly lower all the way down. Go ahead and stack your hands on top of each other. And then rest your head on top of the hands. Coming into crocodile. Release your glutes. Notice any tension in your body. And this is a very relaxing pose, but let's try to turn it into a nice active practice here. We do that with our breath. So take a moment here and just observe your breath. Sense your breath. Feel your body moving with your breath. You can feel that gentle inhales and exhales. You can feel your expansion through your back, your side body. You might even start to feel some engagement happening in your core, your quadriceps, your glutes even. And as you inhale, allow yourself to fill up like a hot air balloon. And as you exhale, allow everything to relax, release, keeping your shoulders, your neck, your jaw nice and relaxed. And just take several rounds of breath here in crocodile pose. What I love about Eastern philosophies is what seems simple to us here in the West are active in the East, and this is quite active. But if I just walked by, I would think you were all taking a nap. And then you're gonna switch arms. So whichever arm's on top or whichever hand's on top, switch sides. That's right. And just rest your forehead. Notice how that transition stirred up all of your reflexes again. Go through the motion, sensing your body, relaxing, re-inviting those deeper inhales and exhales. Really focusing on your breath here. You should be filling up like a hot air balloon, expanding through your side body, your back body, your front body. Feeling your muscles engaging, and then as you exhale, it's like a reward. Don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed. You're in a world where the deeper you breathe, the sexier you are. Yes. It's all about the breath. One more round if we have it. And then we're going to slowly come out of this pose. We're going to come back through that Sphinx. So drop your forearms again. This time you can squish that grape. So you can take your eye gazes up. Press into your forearms. Feel that lift. It's almost like you're trying to lift off. You're going to feel that stretch in your abdomen or somewhere in your front body. Find your breath. And then exhale, release. Woo. Draw your hands by your side. We're going to do a yogi push-up. We're going to press into that cobra. We're going to press into that up dog, lifting those knees off of your mat. We're going to tuck those toes, lift those hips like someone is just coming behind you who you love and trust, and they're helping you lift your hips to the sky. Coming into down dog, pedal it out. Release any tension in your neck and your shoulders. Shake your head from side to side. Woo, I think this is your first down dog. Maybe your first and only. And then we're gonna walk those toes to meet the hands. Bend the knees. This time we're gonna reverse sweep up like the sun rises. Take the sun up to the sky. And then exhale, release your body. 2 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Woo! Use your core. Inhale, rise. Exhale your hands to your heart. We're going to come into traditional Tadasana mountain pose. So that upside down V. If you don't like this particular tradition of this pose, you can come into Samasthiti. So you can bring your hands down by your side and let your palms face inward, right? There's a little external rotation that's happening in Tadasana that may or may not make sense with your old high school softball injury, right? We all have something. Take a moment. Right hand's gonna slide down your right leg, left hand's gonna go overhead, eyes to the mat. So go ahead and let the head rest, or eyes off to the side, I should say better, looking towards the earth. And this is important. Press through the bottoms of your feet and slowly rise. Feel your core engage. It's just a natural reaction. Go ahead and draw that hand by your side, opposite side, eye gazes down, release the tension in your neck, your jaw. And all the work is coming from root to rise. Press through the bottoms of your feet. Feel your core engage and float up. And then inhale the hands up. We're going to exhale, slow swan dive. Nice and slow, hinging at the hips. I love doing this pose, super slow. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, folding. This time we're going to bend the knees. We're going to sweep into Utkatasana, chair pose. Okay, we do not want to squish that grape. So I'm going to place the grape on the nape of your neck. It's going to float down your tailbone into the little basket of grapes where we've been collecting them. You've been wondering where they've been going. And now someone just comes and rolls a chair up right under your bum. And you're just going to sink into it. You're not creating a duck tail, so you're not putting too much flexion in your lumbar spine by sticking out your toe. You're just sinking into your legs, which makes this pose so much more challenging in that way. Go ahead and draw your hands to cactus for your arms. Bring your hands together and sink a little lower. Now, as you sink, you might be so inclined to start to do a lot of flexion in your lumbar spine, so just check in. Fold forward, Uttanasana, pedal it out. Now we're gonna bend our knees here. This time, instead of engaging our core, we're gonna let our belly rest on top of our thighs. You can use your block here, take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, walk your hands over to the right. Your belly is gonna float towards your legs. So if your core tries to engage, let it do its normal, natural engagement, but try to encourage that big balloon belly. Yes, and with your breath, right? You're not holding your breath. You're not sticking out the balloon. You're inhaling and exhaling. You're creating a little compression there. So if you needed to tinkle, well, now you really do, right? Now remember, yoga is all about purification. So if you find yourself needing to release any type of bodily functions or fluids, then that means you're cleansing and purifying, right? So it's actually a good thing. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, bring it center. Inhale, center. Exhale, take it to the other side. Notice how your core might naturally engage, and then encourage that big ballooning every time you inhale and exhale. Your knees are nice and bent here. You're probably not in the fullest inversion, although some of you might be a little bit more bounded up, and that's okay. Find your breath. One more round. Exhale as you bring yourself center, pedal it out, or bendy stretchy, whatever makes more sense. And then we're gonna come down into a little yogi squat. Yeah, functional movement, right? We're gonna eventually make our way into our knees and swivel our legs around in front of us. Yeah, just take a moment here. We're gonna find that perfect Dandasana, which is a really challenging pose normally. So take a moment here. First, just observe the lower part of your body in time and space. Just check in with you. Where does your body go? Sometimes we turn out, flop out. Sometimes we turn in. Sometimes it's like, who knows, right? Just check in, kind of check in with your body. Where does the body normally go? Do you kind of sit wide, close? Yeah. There's no wrong answer. We're just observing. And then you're going to take a moment and we're going to have you bring your hands on top of your thighs. And I want you to do like as if you're internally rotating and externally rotating. And for some, that might be really huge movements. For others, it might be really subtle, right? So it might just be a little movement. And we're just getting a little hip flexor action here. Kind of what we were talking about, Heather. Just thought of that. We're going to come back to center. If you have some delicious flesh keeping you between you and the earth, remove it. Right? Feel a little grounded? Yeah. Inhale the hands up at the toes, point towards your nose. Imagine you're taking a hat, and exhale, you're just going to place it on your toes. The goal isn't to touch your toes. You can place your hands and wrap them under your knees and give yourself a hug. One of my favorite things. If that still feels like too tight, bring a block and place them under your knees, which feels really good. Find your breath, whatever that looks like in this forward fold for you. Your breath is still most important. Deep inhales, slow exhalations. One more round of breath here. We're going to slowly roll up. We're going to draw that left knee toward our body. And you have a few options. That knee can come center, or it can start to come towards the armpit, which is a little bit more ideal for the bind. Yeah. So if you're taking a bind, which means you're holding your body together, right? You're hugging yourself in some capacity. It's kind of easier if you get that hip flexor a little bit more open, right? Now you have a few options. You can hook the same side of the arm, or you can hook the opposite arm, twisting toward that knee. You can hook and twist away. So it really depends on the compression of your belly, right? So if your belly feels really full, you just had a bean burrito across the street, right? You might want to twist away. But if you want that compression, you twist toward. Sometimes if you're having a little bit of a sour belly and you kind of want to work it out a little bit, you can do this twisting toward your knee, even if you're lying on your back, yeah? So whatever feels good here. Take a moment, just allow yourself to be in the pose. You're really bound up, right? So your arm is really hooked to your leg, or your hand is hooked to your leg. You're holding that leg toward you. That's helping you hold your balance. That's helping you keep nice and structured in your spine. And it's also helping to remind your core to engage. Yes, yes, yes. And option to twist the opposite direction if you want to take it on both sides, or just come back through center. So if you want to twist and compress, then you can do that, or you want to twist and open, or you can just twist forward. Yeah? Yeah. One more round of breath here. And before an exhale, slowly untwist your body. Go ahead and lengthen your legs. We're gonna kind of pedal it out. Yeah. We're gonna draw the knees. We're gonna go ahead and bring our hands and thread them under. Give yourself a hug. We're gonna pass back through Dandasana, which is staff pose. Lengthen the legs, toes towards your nose. Inhale your hands up. Exhale, fold. Yes. Take a few rounds of breath here. Slowly begin to rise. Let your head float last. Draw the opposite knee up, should be your right side. Opposite toes toward your nose on your left side. Again, you might notice that your hips are tight, so your knees kind of square in front of your chest. As you open up, maybe they start to come towards that armpit a bit, right? Go ahead and find your hook and twist toward or away to begin, whichever one you like. Find your breath. Engage the core. Feel the root to rise. Yes. Keeping those toes flexed is kind of releasing any tension in the back of the knee. When we point the toes, we're engaging through the quad all the way down. So it's a little bit more pressure. One more round of breath here. And then look for your exhale. If you like, you can twist into the opposite direction, or you can just draw yourself forward center. Find your breath. One more round. And then look for your exhale, release your body. Go ahead and lengthen, relax, release. All right, totally optional here. It's kind of, I call it a functional practice, right? So you can tuck your chin, and as you round your spine, you slowly float onto your back. If that's asking too much today, then just go forearm to forearm and lie yourself down. You're gonna feel that core engagement either way. Hands overhead, stretching fingertips and toes in opposite directions. Drawing the knees into your body. Give yourself a hug. If it feels good, make big circles in the sky with your knees. Feel that little massage happening on the back of your body. Maybe some audible exhales, which isn't yogic breath, it's just nervous system release. We call it adulting. Bring it back center. Go ahead and keep that left knee in. Lengthen that right leg all the way to the mat. As you keep that left knee in, wiggle those toes, make little circles, release that ankle, point and flex, whatever feels natural. And we're gonna place that right hand on top of that right thigh. We're gonna draw that knee open towards the side with that left hand. So you're opening up your hip here, just nice and gentle. Find your breath. And the other hand is just kind of creating a little bit of a somatic pressure, just kind of like it's holding down that hip and that leg, even though it's not. Just a little reminder. And then slowly bring that knee through space, transfer it into the opposite hand, and guide it over your body, enjoying that twist. Don't you wish this is how you woke up in the morning? Just nice and slow. All the time in the world to twist and turn. Hashtag goals. Look for an exhale, bring it center. Both knees are gonna come back into your body. Give yourself a hug. Opposite knee stays in, opposite leg floats to the earth. On that right side, let's wiggle those toes. Let's release that ankle, make little circles, point and flex, whatever feels good. That left hand's gonna rest on top of that left thigh. That right knee is going to open up toward the side. Take a moment here. It's just a manual opening of that hip. Find your breath. And then look for an exhale. Start to draw that knee back through space. Switch hands. Draw it over the body. Give yourself that lovely twist. One of the things about a somatic practice is if you can do something a little bit more challenging, like we were just opening up through that hip flexor, but now this twist feels so relaxing, the nervous system goes, oh, okay. Well, next time I won't fight you so hard, right? Next time I'll let you get into that hip flexor a little bit more if this is the reward. So we're just sort of tricking the mind. And then look for an exhale, bring yourself back center, take your time, no rush. Both knees come into the body, give yourself that final hug. And then we're gonna drop the feet to the mat, knees pointing towards the sky, hip distance apart. And let's just take those gentle windshield wipers. Just let the knees float from side to side. Inhaling as the knees float towards the ceiling. Exhaling as they drop on either side. Maybe your glutes or lower back are getting a gentle massage. One more round of breath. And before you take your final resting pose, whether it's Shavasana or anything else, take a moment. Let's check in with self. What do you need? Is there any final twist or turn, stretches, movements? Doesn't have to be a yoga pose. It can be a massage. It could be any type of stretch. Happy babies, figure fours. You can draw the bottoms of the feet together. You can bring yourself into waterfall, block under the body, whatever makes sense. Taking a few more rounds of breath here. Yes, yes, yes. And as you find yourself in your final movements today, bring to mind your mantra. I am, fill in the blank. I am, and mean it. I am, help me. One more round of breath. And then slowly allow yourself to melt into your final rest, whatever that looks like for you today. Take a moment and just observe the body. Noticing if there's any tension. Maybe just gently noticing how you felt before your practice, how you feel right now, mind, body, spirit. With every exhale, another muscle relaxes. You reinvigorate another healthy cell of your body. You let go of tension, hurts, anything that doesn't serve you in the future of your health. And you relax. Relax. Invite life into your body. Wiggling your toes, your fingers. If it feels good, rolling over onto the right side, drawing the knees toward your body. Coming into a little ball. Take a moment and just allow yourself to observe this grounding energy that this pose offers. Imagining that you are as light as a feather. Allow your body to float to a seat. Take your time arriving. When you arrive, yogis, place your hands over your legs, bring the fingertips together like we did at the beginning of practice. And as you inhale, press those fingertips together. As you exhale, open your palms, imagining you're blooming like a flower. If you want to add in your mantra, inhale, I am. Exhale, blooming. Taking one more round. And drawing your hands either to Anjali Mudra, prayer center, hands to your heart. Taking a moment to acknowledge your practice, the intentions you might have set, offering yourself and each other all around the room in love and gratitude. May we take this gentle, kind, and compassionate energy out into our community. Shanti Om. May peace be with you all. Namaste.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, everyone. Enjoy your Saturday.
Thank you very much.
Care.
Thanks for being here. Hugs and kisses. Bye.
Class was fabulous.
Thank you, Virginia. Bye, Deb. Good to see you. Ah, I love you. Good to see you. Bye, everyone.